Hello. Welcome to the late night talks with Romantic Developer. Today the stream was moved several times. I did mistake. I moved by 15 minutes, but it got moved multiple times. What is nice that normally I moved it, with a good amount of time before starting the stream, so everyone should be aware if someone want to join. Of course, it's highly unlikely because, I don't have a good amount of usual, stream base, and because I'm not doing actually something too excited to wait for me. I'm just talking about the life, the things which are interested for me um, in our world, in our miraculous world, which is where lived not so miraculous people. Of course, they're miraculous, but I mean, they lost that charm of miracles, and they try to lead, try to play games, try to achieve something which is not achievable, and playing with human lives and human fates instead of achieving something really cool for future of humanity, for future of their own kids, etc., etc., etc. So current era of humanity, of course, coming to the end, if someone understand it or not, because of multiple things. Because from one side, it didn't show good progress in understanding, in improving, human relationship. What is love is we talked about it a lot before, because we have that Christmas time, and Christmas will be in a week, and people completely forgetting what is Christmas about. They think maybe I need to buy some presents for my kid, or surprise for my partner, or whatever. Maybe I need to light up Christmas lights, but we talk that not many actually do that. But everyone forgets that people celebrating that the the birth and life of Jesus Christ, who provide multiple cool insights, and if you're religious or not, they are pretty helpful for every person in this world, and they start with like do to others like you want others do to you. Probably it has proper pronunciation, I mean proper words, different from what I'm saying, but I'm talking about the sense and other things. And he provided multiple good advices how to live, so you had a full energy, that you go the proper way, that you will take care about yourself, about your loved ones. You try not to go into conflicts with others, try to help where it's need, where you feel, and not, of course, making intentional harm to others when you could choose not to do. It's life, of course, much more complex than rules. Some rules even very complicated. Jesus Christ provided us not too complicated rules, but even if you're completely not a religious person, there looks at least quite logical. And people show that after thousands of years, they're still very far from logical thinking, and they are on completely different levels. They put themselves on completely different levels of importance, in this life, and it's completely wrong. It's completely wrong. It's not how it should work in life. It's like in some cloud, in AWS cloud, AWS, some kilobytes of some data said we are more important because we are here, and some other kilobytes of data in Azure or on some personal computer. It always could change. One kilobytes of data. Of course, it's too small amount to create a perfect virus, but sometimes, a small amount of data could be spread and lead the world in computer infrastructure world, and the same thing could happen in humans world. So everyone should respect each other. Everyone should see value in everyone. That is what will make us people more protected against from what waiting for us in the nearest future. And we are talking about general artificial intelligence, or just artificial intelligence, because what we have right now, it's completely not artificial intelligence, or at least it's very close, but yeah, still completely not. Okay, of course, if you're talking about large language models, maybe people already have something else. And today, again, is December already 18th, not 17th. And we very close to Christmas in 2024. And there are a lot of news around IT world, and we can go and check some of them. So, and to check the news, we can go to OpenAI, refresh that page, and see what's going on here. Okay. Nothing super important. It's just about Sora. So let's go to 12 days of OpenAI. Today is 8. Oh, 9. Today is 9 days. We have 3 days left. Today will be 10. And 2 days left tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So this week should be completed from OpenAI and OpenAI. Actually, if we talk about complexity and openness, of course, it's frontier in artificial intelligence world. In some sense, in sense of, again, openness and capabilities which are known to us, because I'm more than sure that many governments creating much more complicated models, much more specialized models, maybe they not even models anymore, maybe it's already some super minds which could be taught, and they already learned a lot of things, and they much more intelligent and capable than known models. Of course, it would be O1 Pro and Cloudy and other nice models from other systems. So, but yeah, right now we know about for sure about that OpenAI models from Amazon, from Meta, etc., from other Chinese companies. So yeah, let's like, and today is holiday treat for developers, and it's very cool because we are developers. We can look into that and use it. And right now, because we creating something as future plans for that YouTube channel, we already created some action plan how we could transform the channel. And if you see, all like educational video is about AI SDK, about AI helper, etc. Second point, use AI to provide discussion starters. It's actually super simple, but we still haven't done that yet. Probably we could do next week, or maybe even this week. It should be pretty simple task. Then building chatbot, which of course will combine AI capabilities. Real-time OpenAI SDK, we decide to look into that. And again, we're trying to build some AI sync in cloud. Other AI news tools review and video projects from streams, we still going to use AI to do that. So all our action plans are around AI. Of course, it's very important for us to see what's new is from OpenAI, because once it's here on openai.com, it's mean it would be available, multiple things would be available through OpenAI SDK for us. And it means that most of the things will come very shortly to Azure OpenAI SDK, which I'm also using. Yeah, because I have some credits there, which I can use. But also I use a lot OpenAI website as well. Yeah, give me, I'm trying just to find some of my pages, and it's interesting that I couldn't. Okay, I found something. Let's give me 1 second. OpenAI platform. I'm just trying to log in. So for all of the content we create during our streams, for all our experiments, for everything we work on, we use OpenAI SDK. We use OpenAI SDK, and it's my usage. So for the last month, for that month, yes, for December, we already have more than half of December passed. It's today is 18, and I've spent about $13. And I could say that I use that thing, yeah, not maybe a lot, but you see that we are using multiple models, Whisper, we do multiple experiments, and we try to, yeah, use different models. O1 mini, GPT-4 mini, we started using only recently, but you see the price is really small. But yeah, the quite big price is for Whisper, is for GPT-4, and we looking on some input, its output. So GPT-4, of course, would be the biggest part. It's $4. It's mostly $3. So, and it's cached input. So 3 plus 4, about $7. It's about $6, and few cents, 10 cents for GPT-4 mini. So it's our bill for this month here, because we use this exclusively during our streams and for our streams description as well. So maybe I use some different key here, like default project or something. That's why I don't see everything. But yeah, for other things, maybe just few dollars. Okay, so we just confirm that important for us. That is important for us, and let's see what we can do. We introduce more capabilities, more capable models, new tools for customization, upgrades, and improve performance, flexibility, cost efficiency, and developer building with AI. This includes OpenAI O1 in API, which is really cool, because O1, I'm using O1 for my investigations, especially in pretty complex area of creating compilers, non-standard compilers, because it's not like one-to-one. It's not even JavaScript to Python. It's not Python to C++ or something. It's much more simpler. It's, I mean, strategically different languages, and of course it's, yeah, and it should work on big data, the compiled code, and it should work effectively. It's a lot of work, and I use it. O1 models, O1 and O1 Pro, and actually they doing pretty cool. They doing on completely different level of understanding my task and providing me results compared to GPT-4. GPT-4 is, it could look for internet and write your perfect function, some helper function, but O1 could understand your problem and at least provide you multiple alternatives. And using your current approach, it could provide like more things to think of, to build, and so on. So I really like O1, and coming into O1 is pretty cool. Most probably they don't put O1 to everyone. We are still not a good tier here, but hopefully I could try it through Azure API. Real-time, oh, actually cool. I clicked here, it's immediately me transferred to document reference. Real-time API upgrades, including WebRTC integration, a 60 price reduction, reduction for GPT-4 audio, which is cool, and supported GPT-4 mini at 1/10 of previous audio rates, which really cool. We saw that GPT-4 mini is a very capable model for multiple tasks, and in most cases we don't need GPT-4, or we could use GPT-4 mini, and it's here support audio task, and it's really cool what we can do. I'm thinking of creating some chatbot, and probably it will provide some output right to the screen of somewhere, so we could integrate it and use it. It should be pretty cool capability to our streams. Preference fine-tunings and new model customization techniques that make it easier to tailor model based on user and developer preferences. We need to read about it. It's not exactly saying. Go and Java SDK, nice. We don't use Go and Java, but it's nice. OpenAI, why it's nice? Because I try to use OpenAI once it's appear for some of my tests, and I try to use .NET, and looks like .NET after some time it become like very close to their capabilities in Python packages, but sometime they were slightly behind of new capabilities. So sometimes I need to use .NET to write very raw requests and catching responses and parsing them. So something which library should do, I need to do myself. So I completely support more APIs, more SDKs for multiple languages. It's what like solid platform should do always. So I'm all hands up. Even I never use it, let's say that. OpenAI reasoning model, cool, designed to handle complex multi-step tasks with advanced accuracy, roll out to developers on usage. Yeah, usage tier 5. Usage tier 5 means that we already spent more than $1,000. With my current spend, I not used 50 yet. Maybe they... Oh, actually, probably I paid it. I haven't used all of them, but I paid it. So maybe I'm tier 2. Is it any capability? Like can I test it? Something happened to my screen. I couldn't find the things. Let me find if I can find tire. It's just interesting. I never look at it. Where is my tire? Projects, API keys. Admin, members, projects, billing, created balance, payment method, preference, limits. Yes, I found. Yes, exactly. I'm usage tier 2, which means it's my current limits. It's my current usage limits. I set something in case it just go way beyond. Yeah, of what? And for next tier, I need to spend at least $100. And that is, of course, already past 7 days. But yeah, I'm still have to spend much more for going to tier 3, not talking about tier 4. Maybe if I do that product as public and you can pay to use it, and you can pay and use it some my plan, maybe I could reach tier 5 pretty fast, but not right now. I'm quite far from that at the moment. Okay, let's return and see what we have here as well. O1, production ready with key features to enable real-world use case, including functional calling, Cool. Function calling, it means that you can include all the capabilities you have in ChatGPT into your code and make it even more interesting. For example, you could include search capability, which is by default is switched off in ChatGPT, chat completion, of course. Structured output. We already tried that. It's very cool, and they just support structured output not only GPT-4o but also in O1. It means it could return your JSON. You provide schema, and it always returns the same schema. You don't need to teach it. You don't need to provide multiple examples. Of course, you will, spend less money executing request and receiving response. If you don't need to provide like 10 examples and say, hey, please JSON of that structure, etc., etc. And models, anyway, even after that, tend to, sometimes they provide not actual JSON or bad JSON. For simple things, of course, they mostly correct. But if we're talking about more complicated schema, of course, it's a very cool feature. Developer messages, instruction or context for the model to follow, such as defining tone, style, and other behavioral guidance. Interesting. Is it not system message, it's something else? Vision capabilities, reason over images to unlock many more applications in science, manufacturing, accordion. I have a very cool projects in mind about vision, using vision capabilities. It's for investigating crystals of ice created from water, which has some different patterns, for example, of sound waves going through that water, and then we try to make crystals from it, and then we can copy and get images under microscope of that crystals and try to investigate if it's the same crystals or they completely different. Because I heard about such theories and such experiments, and I truly believe that water, of course, could change even physical structure based on what it experienced, because I believe it could handle a lot of information. It could pass a lot of information like our HDD or SDD, and I have multiple internal proofs for that, but I want to retrieve physical proofs, and because it's very hard to prove physically, of course, it's some idea where we can use AI to do some research, and probably another channel. Lower latency. 60% fewer reasoning tokens than O1 preview for given results. I think with O1, while it's syncing, it's produced some tokens, and then it provides you a result, but you pay for everything it's generated. So for all intermediate results as well, they calculate them in tokens usage. So it means that if you say hi and it returns you hi, but initially it starts thinking, oh, I need to respond to that hi, how I will respond to that user, etc. What information I have about that user, finding best possible results for answering hi, etc., etc. It could think like 30 seconds, not 30, of course, but some time. It will cost you not just token for hi, it's 2 tokens, for request and response, but it could cost you like 100 tokens just because it do reasoning. So 60% less tokens in reasoning is nice. And new reasoning effort API parameter allow you to control how long the model thinks before answering. Probably it's cool. Snapshot is from yesterday. Is new post-trained version of the model we released ChatGPT for 2 weeks ago. So it's the same model we use in ChatGPT. Cool. It improves on areas of model behavior based on feedback while maintaining the frontier capabilities we evaluated on our system card. We also updated O1 in ChatGPT to this version. Details in our model release note. Interesting. Evaluation we shared below reflects the performance of this new snapshot, ensuring developers have up-to-date benchmark. Okay. That's the new state-of-art results on several benchmarks, improving cost efficiency and performance. And let's see It was previous model, it's set model, it's improved general score, MMLU score, which is quite important in LLM scoring, coding. Yeah, of course, it's a big improvement. Math, yeah, very cool improvement. So probably tomorrow I will try it in my areas. Simple QA. Still small improvement, some agents. I don't think they used agents before. Model evaluation accuracy across different metrics. So of course, O1 Z version is much more accurate. I don't know what is SO. And it's comparing to GPT-4o. Oh, nice. So it's O1, GPT-4o, and what is that? AME, so it's some of benchmarks, internal structured outputs. Function and calling, internal function calling and structured outputs, nice. Live bench calling, nice. Okay. So I couldn't say it significantly outperforms because we see that it's mostly 0.9 and mostly 1. Oh, really? Okay, that close to 1, which is accuracy of 100%. Of course, it's significantly outperform. Even they are very close, but you see it's 10% like here, and 3,000 of percent. Of course, it's significant difference. Even distance between not so big. To access incrementally while working to expand access additional usage tier and ramping up the rate limits. To get started, check out. Okay, so probably it will go to tier 2 as well. Improvements. Real-time API enables developers to create low latency natural conversation experience. It's ideal for voice assistants, live translation tools, virtual tutors, interactive customer support system, or even your own virtual Santa. Nice. Nice. We don't want virtual Santa, we want some virtual client, virtual agent actually here. WebRTC changes to address some of most common requests from developers, WebRTC integration, reduced pricing, more control over responses. Okay. So real-time API now could be accessed via clean WebRTC interface. Okay. Across multiple platforms, mobile clients, or direct server-to-server setups, integration designed to enable smooth and responsive interaction. You can add real-time callbacks with just a handful of lines in JavaScript. So it's how we create that. Okay, it's our authorization where we should send our token. Post body offer SDP headers. Where is offer? PC create offer. PC set local descriptor offer. PC add track local stream get track. Okay. Yeah, we need to look into that. I not worked with RTC a lot, not a lot in the past few years. So type answer. Okay, we probably will look into that in more details later. And what is that? It's part of real-time API. The improved voice quality, more reliable input, dictated numbers, and reduced cost. Due to efficiency improvements, we drop in the audio token price by 60. So still, it's a quite costly for GPT-4o real time for 1 million input tokens. But it's again, it's not 1 million input bytes of media, of MP3 or WAV format. It's $40 for 1 million tokens. It's basically for 750 recognized words in English. And it costs twice more for output tokens. Cached output, of course, reduced. It's something if you're using some ChatGPT experience, you send in some text over and over, and it would be probably cost as cached audio. Well, we also bring in GPT-4 Mini to the real-time API beta as GPT-4 or mini real-time preview, cost-efficient small model brings the same rich voice experience, which is really cool. And it starts like 4 times less for input and output audio tokens, and text tokens. Again, it's just for real time for 1 million input tokens and 240 for 1 million output tokens, and super cheap. It's mean you generated from, let's me calculate, from more than 2 million input words, you generate about 750,000 of output words, and it cost less than $3. You could use it for months talking to it. Okay, and cached audio, if you send something audio once again, like just to complete the conversation, cost you about 30 tokens, 30 cents for token. Of course, we need to understand how tokens are calculated, but yeah, if like in text, it's, yeah, text, it's here, like how audio tokens are calculated. But if it's recognition to text and tokens are text tokens, of course, it's very cool, very cool. It's better than ChatGPT. Now, better than ChatGPT in terms it's real time. The snapshots are available in real-time API and also in chat completion API. Mini audio preview. Oh, we don't need that. More control over response. So the real-time API, improving it, and see concurrent out-of-band response, enable background tasks such as content moderation or classification to run without interrupting the user voice. Interaction, custom input context to specify which conversation items to include as model input. For example, run a moderation check or just use last utterance to reuse a past response without permanently altering the session state. Need to read about it more. Controlled response timing without automatically triggering a response. Server-side voice activity detection. For instance, gather necessary data such as account details and add it to the model context before manually initiating a voice replay, offering more control over timing and accuracy. And session time for 30 minutes, which is also cool. And what is the preference fine-tuning? Preference fine-tuning, and it's customized model based on user and developer preference. That method used to compare pairs of model response, teaching the model to distinguish between preferred and non-preferred outputs. Fixed targets, especially effective for subjective tasks where tone, style, and creativity matter. There are some key differences between. So it was previous method and it's new method, and they so we need to choose preferred response every time. Yes, training data, exact input and output, pairs of preferred and non-preferred model output via human annotation. I don't understand how synthetic data generation will work, and I'm sorry, I understand that human annotation will work. Of course, it's required a lot of details from human, but maybe it could be iterative process. Custom code format and strict effective for task where better response is subjective. Okay. Yeah, I understand what is subjective response. It's so windy at outside right now. Started preference fine-tuning with trusted partners who have seen promising results of, for example, Rojo AI is building an AI assistant for financial analysts that break down complex query into subqueries using their expert build benchmark Rogo Gold. Then they found that while supervised fine-tuning faced challenges with out-of-distribution query expansion, such as missing metrics like error for queries like how fast is company growing, preference fine-tuning resolved these issues, improving performance from 75 to over 80. Cool. So they don't provide it to everyone, that ability to do preference fine-tuning for GPT soon. Soon. It will be available at the same price per trained token as supervised, with support for our newest models coming early next year. Okay, so we'll look into that. Fine-tuning is something I think about, but yeah, and it's SDK and API and Go SDKs and Java SDKs. Okay, cool. A lot of cool annotation which we surely will use in our work on this channel. So what we can do right now, I believe we can come here. I hate it doesn't have Explorer. Is it possible to restart Explorer? Where is the refresh? Where is the... Okay, I don't see Explorer refresh. What if I'll try to find Explorer, Windows Explorer, and I try to click restart? Okay, looks like it's resolved some of our issues. We now see some more on the screen. Cool. So let's see what chats do we have. So we have our GPT-01 mode. We have chat for GPT-01 mode, and we have chat for GPT-4. Let's start new chats. We use it for some description optimization and choosing the best prompt for our models before. Now we could try and see what we have in our here. So it's where we executed some prompts, and now we just go here and execute Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, we come here and say, hey, can you please where's our model source control? Can you please pull the latest changes, because we did some of the changes before. So yeah, we improved our token initialization. Basically, what I want to mention that I did some local change after we did it on my local machine after testing. And where we try to split SRT files to transcribe audio files. Oh, not as come on. We want to transcribe chunk, and in chunk we said client transcribe audio. Okay. Process whisper response. Min duration. Pum. Append. Split. It's audio file. Where is my code? That code should be updated, no? No, it's not the same code. What's holding us from getting the latest changes? Main. We on the main and we just doing the pull. And we are here. One file changed 1 day ago. Yes, it's all true. And it was changes in Transcriber. Where is those changes? It's main. Is it say no? It's not detached. So it's improved. Looks like I forgot to commit it. Yeah, maybe it's possible or not. Let's review. I remember I tried to commit it, but yeah. So let's see on our code. It's our main. Yeah, it's improved token initialization. In the last changes here. So we haven't I haven't commit the most recent changes. Yeah, I haven't committed it. Okay, that computer not right with me. I'll do it later, but it wasn't a major config. We just for task like improving SRT content, which we received from Whisper, which is nice. We improving SRT because Whisper it's return as what it listen, so it's return as word level transcript, segment level transcript, but in segment level transcript it's not always create proper sentences, put good punctuation. Sometimes it could misspell some names or something, so it's always good to go and say, hey, can you please improve SRT transcript based on that and that? We have that prompt configurable. We can put there some names, some places, provide some idea to model how it should treat our transcript and how it should provide a better transcript. And it will return transcript in the SRT format as well. And we just to minimize number of calls, we create different method of dividing the maybe even lighter. Okay, so it's mostly completed but not on that computer. But what we have here, we have update readme file, and it's quite important, so let's do that. Let's see if he can understand me. Okay, fine. I'm looking for a simple all Python files and MD files, then combine them into list like a start of the file name, file content, and of file name. So we just want to provide some input to O1 or O1 Pro model. Why we need that? Why we couldn't just attach it? Because they don't support files yet. So if you click on GPT-01 and you see, okay, upload from computer. But what you will see that it's here, it just support image files. See, just image files, not even text files. So we need to provide that as row. Collect files, combine file content, main, starting dir is current dir. So let's go to our code here. Okay, let's create new file and let's prepare for LLM query. It would be Python. We will put it here. And where we combined files for LLM. Okay. So with that, we have some code which we haven't written. Of course, we ask ChatGPT because why not? Let's try to execute it in terminal. So we need to write something like Python. Okay, let's create, just new command prompt. It would be with that virtual environment. I like command prompt slightly more, but okay, power prompt is much more powerful, of course, but so Python, and then we say prepare and okay, you see the problem. Cool. I don't want it to go to the VN folders or similar. Yeah, it's canvas, so it says excluded dirs right now, so it will not go into Git, Python cache, and virtual environments folder, which it's just well-known folders here. And now we just could say, can we copy the code? Oh, we even can execute it. And we can switch between versions, show changes, code review, fix bugs, add logs. Nice. Let's come here and let's execute it once again. So you see now it's combined very quickly, very quickly. And it's the file, start of the file, prepare for LLM query, and start of the Readme, and helper, start of the file, okay, another Readme, and it would be end soon, and then it should, okay, start of the file, API helper, AI helper. So please exclude yourself from the list. Let's see if it understands me. Overall looks good. So what we are going to do, we don't need any more AI helper. It's our previous implementation with all the secrets, everything in place. We already divided it into multiple files and did it much better. So we just go and remove AI helper at all, and it would be removed. Edited script now excludes itself from the list by checking file absolute path against its own. How doing that? Full path or subset file. Okay, looks good. Let's come here. Let's come here. let's just remove that file and let's re-execute it once again. So it's a good file now. Let's now go to O1 and O1 preview promote. Hi, I have some project. Below is content of some important folders and files, including py and md files. Can you help me to update readme md in local AI helper Python folder to match current program capabilities? And let's insert what we have. Cool. We copy and send, and let's compare it with just one mode, which also very capable. So let's see which will do better. Okay, it syncs about 9 seconds, but Pro mode syncs still. Advanced prompt processing, YouTube integration, flexible configuration system, Azure OpenAI, and OpenAI support. Install dependencies, obtain your API keys, YouTube credentials optional. Okay. Okay. Nice. It's something we have missed. Usage. Usage, it's nice. Download only, transcribe, improve transcript, process prompts. Nice. Really, O1 did that work for us. Really cool. Really cool. Let's see what is O1 Pro still syncing. Okay, you know what? Let's open our Notepad++ and let's so it's a answer, but let's go to the end and we could copy the whole answer here. So it would be the full answer. We just remove it, and if we go up, we can just go here and remove it as well. Readme MD, return to project root. So do we have something like language for MD here? Make file? No. Do we have any plugins for that? I really haven't used Notepad for working with Markdown format. Markdown. MD. No. which is fine. So it's all probably, you know what, we can go here and we have that readme file here as well. Readme, let's copy it, let's insert. It would be, so it would be our first version. Oh no. So that one will be our first to compare, and that one will be compare. Yeah, it would be complex. So it's of course added a lot of key features. Setup instructions, it's add as proper file path. Okay. Requirements, bash install requirements. Okay. Obtain your API key. Okay. Okay. What else? Usage. Transcribe. Yeah, it's written completely own functionality, which is, I couldn't say it's bad, it's pretty cool. Let's see O1. Okay, O1 completed. So transcribe, learn how to use an OpenAI Whisper. Improve and refine transcripts. In process multiple prompts against the transcript to extract summaries, keywords, and any other structured and structured content. Update YouTube video metadata. Key features. Flexible downloading, local and remote transcription. Improved transcription, custom JSON output, environment-based settings. Requirements. Okay, it's also provide proper path, local environment. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's created slightly more, you see, slightly more. But for Whisper config, okay. Yeah, we don't have anything else. Prompts. Google API credentials. Okay, supported modes. Download, transcribe, improve SRT process prompts. Update YouTube example workflow. Full process example. This will download, just run the prompts. Troubleshooting, contributions. Let's come here and let's say and let's open another file. So it, in that case, it's returned as better output, which is nice markdown. So what we can do, we can compare Z and Z. Yes. So let's say it will be first, it will be last, and it's O1 Pro. Okay. Key features, much bigger, but also comparable. And environment variables. Install, obtain API keys, prompt, Google verification, support modes. I don't like that thing is from small letters. I like more with like that. troubleshooting, large files. You know, that thing is even, you see more advanced. It's provide much better for troubleshooting comparing to this one. Interesting. What is that URL? Do we know? Where is it? They provided some URL for video. It's interesting. What is that video? Never gonna give you up. Official music video. Hmm. 15 years ago. Okay. It's pretty big and pretty old video. Okay, so I believe we need to do some choice, and I'll try to choose that O1 Pro mode, but actually I like even O1 mode. Okay, it's how it's called in the mode. Okay, it makes sense to have them from small letter. Okay, and let's see in preview. So this is our YouTube AI helper, Python-based tool. Download, transcribe, update YouTube. Cool. Upload, improve subtitles. Cool. Key features. A lot of cool things. It's nice to see how what we made here. Requirements Python, FFmpeg, and then we have all of those requirements txt. That includes all of that things. Probably we don't need to install that as .3, correct? Let's go here and remove it. It would be 3. It would be 4. So FFmpeg we need, but all other requirements it would be installed as part of that execution. Cloning the repository, environment variables, configurable folders, prompts, summary, JSON, support modes, contribution. Awesome. We support multiple batch processing, correct? So here in that usage, we could say your YouTube local file let's say that another YouTube local file, and in download YouTube URL, let's say call that another YouTube URL, and let's call that like this. Transcription folder, let's just put S. Folder, let's just put S, because and process prompts is the same feature, and here it's the same feature folder of folders. Okay, looks good. So now let's use our time with O1 Pro mode and O1 Pro. Could you provide hello? Hello. Just looks like my keyword doesn't work. No, it's working. Okay, it's working here. No. Is it so complex for browser to show all of those, so it's wouldn't allow us to put some text? Maybe it's some extension. Can you guide me how I could improve the code further? Where I should look, what to refactor, what cases to add. So let's try and see if it will provide us anything. I don't like how browser behave here. It's completely not responsive. Maybe it's some, maybe it's some of the let's wait. No, they don't want to respect me. Let me refresh the chat and let me refresh the chat. That one will not destroy. Oh, Control C. What we had here shouldn't destroy. Maybe it's Grammarly? Who knows? Okay. Updating Readme MD for Python. And we just want to add that. And we don't want to add those two files. Okay, and remove AI AP helper. Okay, let's push our changes. Okay, O1, you see O1 much faster now. Previously O1 was more like O1 Pro, it's tried to do multiple steps, etc, etc. Now it's just thought for a second. Modularization, the main script in certain classes like already modular, but some functionalities could be further decoupled. For example, configuration loading, prompt and schema handling. Okay, consistent login strategy, error handling and exceptions. Okay, type hints and documentation for improved clarity and potential ID auto completion benefits. Expand doc strength, reduce code duplication, data models, refactoring targets, configuration handling, config py, prompt handling and prompt processor, okay, YouTube integration, and Whisper transcription. Yeah, we have Chunker, Whisper Transcriber, and Transcriber cases and features to add. It's interesting. Robust error and edge case handling. Okay, what if YouTube URL is invalid? Okay, no. Handle cases where transcription returns empty on mail format results, possibly from Whisper if something goes wrong. Improved prompt validation using JSON schema output. Consider validating response against the schema. Splitting prompts into multiple passes or adding pagination logic. Configuration profiles add the ability to switch between different folders at runtime for different tasks. Potentially allow loading multiple prompt sets in one run, e.g. summary plus QA plus keywords extraction by specifying them in config file. Interesting. Code already use concurrent features in some place. You could improve performance by controlling the concurrency level using asynchronous methods where appropriate. Consider cache and transcription chunks or intermediate results if the same file is processed multiple times with different prompts. Testing, unit testing, logging, monitoring, extensibility. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good feedback. It's not thinking long about what we could add, conceptually. It's how to add something to make the thing work better, like unit test and everything. So not like a huge thing. Let's see on our model response from O1 Pro. Does it okay to pay for this model usage, or we can just stick to $20 basic plan? Code organization. Okay, separation of concerns. As CLI parser and central orchestrator, consider splitting CLI logic from the core logic. For example, CLI py that only handle argument parsing and dispatch action to dedicated model classes. Layered architecture, core logic layer, integration, and configuration. Configuration management, centralized configuration loader, config manager class. Yeah, it's good thing. Type checking and validation to ensure that required configuration like API keys are present in valid types. Error handling, of course. Exception by more specific exceptions. Structured login. Okay, code quality. Refactor alone functions. Loading data, processing chunks, saving results, break into smaller. Okay, type annotations. Okay, doc strings comments. Okay, testing validation, modularity, and prompt processing. It's actually not very clean what he means. Okay, schema validation, chunk size configuration. Okay, it's fine. We use only one model, but it's fine. Return back off for API calls. Okay, degradation. Okay. Features consideration, async IO, okay, cache mechanism, metadata driven approach. Can you elaborate on okay, so they still, so results overall are nice. They targeted on the code execution, code organization strategies. I like ideas of creating configuration manager. It's very normal. I like their idea of handling errors, exception more gracefully. Documentation, hints, everything is fine. The only thing that no one provided something to add to the functionality of the tool. Really? What about additional features of the tool? Anything in mind? Let's ask. Let's ask. Looks like paste is working. Paste. It should answer faster. Multi-platform support. Iterative prompting. Prompt refinement UI provides that interactive CLI web-based interface where you can refine prompts after seeing initial results. For example, after running a summary prompt, allow user to adjust the prompt and to run without restarting the entire pipeline. Chain of thoughts exploration. Implement logic to run multiple prompts in a sequence where the output of one prompt is fed into another. This would enable more complex analytical flows like summarization, then extracting keywords, and using those keywords to query more data. We have something like that, but of course in one go we use that substitution engine. YouTube automation, video metadata templates allow users to define templates for video titles, description, and tag generation and configuration files, which can dynamically insert transcript derived variables. What is transcript derived variables? Automated chapter generation. Use the transcript timestamp and prompt to generate chapters or sections that can be automatically added to YouTube chapters in the description. Come on, I already did that. Bulk processing. Actually, he don't know because he haven't seen my prompts, you know. Bulk processing, batch process multiple YouTube video URLs in one run, maintain separate folders and apply the same configuration to each. I also already have that. Additional AI models and services. Automatic language detection, it's already done. Topics classification, prompts to call to specialized models like OpenAI function call classifications that tag segments of the transcript with sentiment. Interesting. Name entity recognition and extract to store them. Better transcript management and editing, SRT to VTT conversion. Okay, subtitle styling and formatting apply. Formatting rules or style guidance to transcript, making them ready to immediate uploads to platforms that support styling. I don't think YouTube supports additional transcript improvement. Second stage prompt that not only fixes grammar but also summarizes long segments into Concise sections make it easier to navigate the content. Analytic and reporting, plugin support, external tool integrations, user-friendly front-end, web dashboard, CLI wizards. Yeah, it's much better, you know, it's much better. What is about O1 Promote? Enhanced transcription and language support, speaker diarization integration, user speaker model to identify different speakers with videos. This could provide a richer transcript. Yes, but Whisper doesn't support that. Automatic language detection and translation, detect primary language, translate the text into, that could be useful. Okay, multimodal support, allow users to select between local Whisper models if they have them installed, and cloud-based transcriptions. For example, integrate a local Whisper interference option for those who want to avoid API cost. Okay. Enhanced prompt. It's basically one of our point. You remember we already did it, but with batch version. Enhanced prompt and output handling. Chain of thoughts, step-by-step reasoning prompts provide workflow where one prompt's output becomes input for another. Summarize, second prompt generate keywords, and third prompt create a video description template. Automatic prompt selection based on metadata and length of the transcript, automatically select which prompt to run. For instance, longer transcript. Okay, prompt templates with variables like publish date, channel name, unknown topics. This could help tailor the prompt instructions dynamically. Post-processing script. You can run small script, regex appellation formatting changes before final output. Advanced YouTube integration. Scheduled update uploads. Integrate with YouTube scheduling feature, allowing the scripts to not just update metadata, but also schedule video uploads at specific times. Thumbnail generation. Nice. It's what we also trying to think of. Bulk processing and playlist management. Nice. We have bulk processing for local files, but not plain playlist management. Comment and community post generation. Nice. It's what we thought about. Search and indexing. It's also I think about in full version. So create a searchable index. So user query. Okay. You remember we thought about that thing here. When we thought about what to add, we said, okay, we want to add Azure search for channel video group to allow search on some terms along the multiple videos. We want free LLM models for prompts. We want local Whisper. We just need to finish parity features because it's not the same quality as with SDK, but it's a lot of things we already talked to. Topic segmentation. Create chapter markers with timestamps. This can also fit into YouTube video chapter segments automatically. It's what we're doing actually. We don't provide their topics because it's a TXT file, but we probably could do that. Store transcript in database for later retrieval. Integrate front end. Okay, enhance UI front end. It's something we want to do. Integrate with task queues. Okay, it will be in web. Customer content generation and analysis. Automatic blog post of article generation. Nice touch. Social media. Nice. Okay. Stack or Discord bots to notify Confluence. Continue integration with. Okay. So of course, O1 Promote add much more value into what we could add, and a lot of things we already think of, which is cool. So we're moving into the right direction here. Okay, so today was mostly exploratory stream version where we look of new features for developers in OpenAI. Yeah, I'm moving along my screen. And also we worked on Readme file. We updated it. It's now up to date. And we worked on further improvements. I could show how it could generate all the code for all the further improvements. It's really cool. Right now we just ask what it could done, and then we say, okay, now implement this, and this. And we just need a slight adjustments to all of those so we could use it. Really cool. O1 and O1 Pro mode, of course, could generate much longer responses. And you saw some of them could generate up to 100,000 tokens response, which about 75,000 of words, which pretty long. So we probably will use all of those, but I think that we need to implement all of those in the next version, in web-based version, and maybe we could somehow monetize that version, but still ideas could be reused by everyone. We slightly improve our Python version, do some renaming, refactoring, and it would be free version. We add free models to use, and for web version, probably we add some monetization option. For someone who don't want to work with that local stuff, he just want to some website, log in and say, okay, please automatically transcribe my videos, and that's it. I want to pay for that like few cents. It's fine. Okay, so I think that's it. I wish you a good time of the day, a good next year, good holidays, nice holidays, nice warm holidays with. I wish you to have a good place, and you I really want everyone live a happy life with peaceful sky and everything, but I understand that I couldn't wish it to everyone because people already choose something different, and it's sound very illogical saying that, hey, I wish everyone to have peaceful sky. But if people are not peaceful, if some country people allow non-peaceful leaders to come, if they're not peaceful themselves, if they choose aggression over wisdom, over some thinking, some some kindness, everything, how I could wish them anything, how I could wish them. It would be not logical. It would be not obeying, some rules of universe, some theorems, and and some high rules of universe software development. I of course want everyone to choose wisdom. I wish you to choose wisdom. I wish you to choose kindness. I wish you to choose respect for others, for yourself, for everyone, and live your life like following recommendation we received multiple thousand years ago when Jesus Christ came and other came, and there are a lot of very cool humans lived and left us some cool thoughts, very logical thoughts. I really wish you all of those, and I wish you that you, after all this action, that our life become much more peaceful and much more with justice, with with wisdom, with everything, with all of this characteristic, so all these properties. So it's what I can do. It's what I wish you. But you yourself can create around you some small island or bigger island, island psychological, like cloud in software development, which will include your loved ones, your communication circle, and there you can spread acceptance, wisdom, kindness, doing some good for other people, not trying to get something in return. Universe will pay you, believe me. So, and create that warm, cozy environment. It's what you can do always. What you can do in any conditions outside. So please do and join me with my next streams or with my next videos on this channel. I'm still streaming every day, not at the same time, but after 11 p.m. I'll try to stream close to 11, but yeah, sometimes it happens that I could stream later. Okay, I believe now I just need to choose playback speed very fast and view my hand and wait until I see that on the chat and broadcast. See you.